You guys subscribe to what you just saw? You do things differently from what you just saw?
Yeah, some things are a little bit different, but I think the practice remains the same, which is devotion and using the period to reflect and get closer to God.
Yeah.
But in terms of church service, we might attend church every day, and it's 55 days. So that was speaking about 40 days.
Yeah. Why are you 55 or not 40?
All right, there's more than one reason. Coming from the Old Testament, Moses, before he received the tablets, which is the commandments, the 10 commandments, he do 6 days prior in preparation before he received the tablets. And the 40 days, regular days in our Lord, Jesus Christus, or in English, Jesus Christ, went on to fast in the wilderness. And then we have the Passion Week, which is a week to observe his suffering before he was crucified.
Yep. That's Haile Mikael, by the way, and that's Matewos over there. I want to move off just a little bit. I was talking to you before we came on. Ethiopia is now in 2018.
Yes.
It seems like the rest of the world is in 2026. Why is Ethiopia 8 years behind everyone?
Well, it's the calendar difference. Ethiopia uses a Julian calendar. The Western culture uses the Gregorian calendar. And that came about, the Gregorian calendar came about in the 15th century by Pope Gregory, right? So the Julian calendar, more traditional, and so because of that, that is the reason why there is a difference in that.
Yeah. Haile Mikael, some people say Rastafari is a religion. Mm-hmm. Some people say Rastafari is a way of life. I say it is a way of life.
I share the same. I think it's a way of life because the practices and how they conduct themselves, I think it's embodied how they are to go through, especially when I was a youth growing up. First thing I hear from Rastaman is peace and love, or blessed love. So there's a certain morality they really display. So I think it's a way of life.
Yeah, but Matewos, if you say the Ethiopian Church, it would sound like it is a religion.
Yeah, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church is rooted in the apostolic tradition. So from Acts 8, from the 26th verse, we read of the Ethiopian eunuch, who Ethiopia was following Judaism. So he was in Jerusalem, and while traveling back, he was reading Isaiah, the prophet. And so it spoke about, he didn't understand, and so Philip came, explained to him, and he was baptized. So from 34 AD, Ethiopia has been practicing Christianity. So its tradition is very deep in the apostolic faith.
Yep, I don't know, because some, again, Rastaman say you're born Rasta, and I wasn't, I didn't think at the time,
right?
Because I went to the Western Church.
Right.
When did you decide that this is I don't want to use the word better, but this is a different way to go than what Christianity would suggest?
Right, I didn't know Ethiopia was the only country that wasn't colonized in Africa. So when the Rastafarians or the Pan-Africanists saw that all the churches in Jamaica were coming from the colonial dissension, then they decided that, of course, this is very authentic. So that's how they, and His Majesty visit, Haile Selassie visit to Jamaica as well in 1966 also preempted the church coming, and it was sent by Abuna Isaac. So Rastaman, the red, gold and green, this is, the both of us was in Ethiopia, and this is the color of each church in Ethiopia. So Rastaman said the struggle, even the Bakla Adawa, when they say the struggle in Ethiopia, they take on to themselves this form of worship. But it's more than 2,000 years old.
Yeah.